Alright then, so I've spent a little bit of time digging these things up. Maybe you guys have watched my videos of me finding this stuff. So I'll go ahead and I've cleaned a little bit of it up. Some of these back pieces I've cleaned with a little bit of citric acid, and all these I've hit with a pressure washer. And all of these have been found in the last month or two in 2 separate locations in Eastern Oregon. So we'll start with this one here. This is just a some kind of a. Let's get some focus going here. So you can see there's some kind of, looks like there's some growth rings there up at the top. It's got some interesting kind of coloring. You can tell that where it's broken away there, it's kind of a yellow color almost on the inside, so kind of interesting. This piece was found not far from that. This, I believe, is some kind of a limb cast. You see it's got some kind of crystal formations over here and kind of tubular shaped crust around here. It's got some kind of layers here. None of these are really wet. The bottoms of them are kind of wet because I just kind of did a final rinse on them. And the back is kind of pitted. Some kind of greenish agate in there. Then I've got a whole bunch of these smaller ones. I'm just going to pick out some of the cooler ones. I don't know, here's one. I don't know. Got a little pocket in there. Got this one. Most of these are some kind of agate, either in some kind of a limb cast form or something else. It's kind of a cool little piece, I thought. Kind of bubbly. Got a little divot in there. Cool. These are a couple of pieces that I found that had knots in them. So there's this one. It's got a knot in it pretty clearly there. This one's relatively clear. If you hold it up to the light, it's got a little clarity to it. And then I've got this one here. Oops. I've got this one here. Got a little green up in the top over here. And then, oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Got a little knot in it. There on the side. Cool. There's a piece. This is pretty clearly a piece of limb cast here. See, it's got some interesting texture on the surface there. It's got some green in it. And some interesting colors inside of it there. There's a big old chunk. This was laying on top of the ground. This was just poking up a little bit. I mean, I'd say probably from here up was poking up. It's poking up out of the ground. Same with this one here. It's poking up right up out of the ground. Same with this one over here. Might as well take a look at it now. There's a big old chunk. Wish this thing would focus faster. This one's got some green in it. A lot of these have kind of hints of green in them. I'll look at those ones in the back last because they're my favorites. This one's pretty cool. Are we getting there? Come on, come on. Cool. This was kind of an interesting piece. This one's just a little bit different. This one's not translucent, but it's still got some cool color to it. Not exactly sure what this is. I don't seem to notice haven't noticed any kind of growth rings or anything like that. And I'm not sure if it's a piece of wood or what. This one's one of my favorites. Boom. This one's really got some great looking crystals in it. Some of these have been cleaned with iron out. Some of the ones in the back there have been cleaned with iron out. I don't know if I want to do that to all of them. Well, let's see. So these are all kind of same sort of stuff. Crystally, limb cast stuff. These ones in the back are some of my favorites, though. This is a Jasper limb cast, I believe. Just a piece of petrified wood here. Kind of cool shape to it. This is kind of a cubic shaped piece of wood. Almost looks opalized. I'm not sure though. And this guy, There's a big old chunk here. I believe this is agate. This could have been a piece of a limb cast at some point, I think. Not exactly sure though. This one's one of my favorites. This is a piece of Jasper wood. You can see the growth rings in there are purple and green. See, it's got almost a rainbow kind of color in there. Cool. This one, another favorite, another piece of Jasper wood. This one is like almost a creamy kind of brown over here, kind of a tan, and it goes into purple here, and green over here. Just beautiful. Beautiful thing. And then this has to be my favorite right here. This is a limb cast. I've cleaned this with iron out and citric acid. You can see there's like a knot. There's like a knot in here or something like that. Pocket down in here. All this stuff that's not dirt. That's some other kind of mineral in there, or just a different color agate. This is like a pink agate almost. Beautiful. And it sits up on its own. Just like that. As do many of these things. Alright then, well, that's just some of the nicer stuff that I've found. And hope you guys enjoy. Alright, be safe everybody.